can you tell us a little bit about as a vehicle for acquiring these rights? Like, where does one begin to option the agreement? If I've got there, maybe take it away for a second from some of the more traditional book stuff or whatever. But as a producer, if I wanted to just begin that process and go, I've got this story, and my next door neighbor was telling it to me, and I want to go turn this into something. Where do you even begin? What's step one?
Well, I would say a good first step is always obviously talking to an entertainment lawyer, because there are situations where you may need rights and there's situations where you may not. That aside, let's say your neighbor's telling you a true story about the kid in Ontario who got to coach a hockey team, and he was a super positive, happy kid. So you hear about this and you think, well, that would make a really cute movie. They heard it on the news. Do I need to go to the news to get the rights to the story? How do I start? And I think, again, speaking with the lawyer is a good idea, but taking that example, well, the news is publishing facts. We already know from our previous module that facts aren't covered by copyright. Ideas and facts are excluded from the realm of copyright protection. So usually if you hear something on the news, you don't need to go to the news station to get the rights. There are some exceptions to that. There's been some great Vanity Fair articles that have been optioned, and that's because there's, a unique element brought into it, or maybe that author has information that isn't readily available. But back to this example, you see the kid or you hear about the kid on the news. Well, in order to tell that kid's story, you're going to have to get permission from the kid, usually obviously via his parents, because he's not old enough to sign contracts. So that's where you would start. You would start with the people, the real people who inspired the story and are going to form the basis for your screenplay or teleplay.